All right, recording's going up. Let's see if the stream works. Okay, it looks like it's all there. So,
Governor, you're too close. I don't want to see all that.
You're too close.
who's too close? Where?
Governor is. I don't want to see all that.
No, you can't handle it.
Well, people are only going to be able to see the
bottom, the one with all three of us on.
I know. I was just kidding. Governor's giving me 6 years of shit. Let me get like one jab in there every once in a while.
6 years?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. I mean, not like consistently, but like over 6 years.
All right, here we go. Going live. Unless anybody hears any audio or anything that needs to be checked real quick. 3, 2.
Yeah, you sound good.
1. Boom. Going live on Facebook. And we'll see if this tears down my whole internet, which it very well could. So for those of you joining us, thanks for joining us. Welcome to Burning the Set List. First episode. Thank you, Zeke, for joining us. Mr. Zeke Buckhaults in the house, everybody.
Absolutely.
Look at you up there on top of everybody in the world. Doing good.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Look at that guy.
Oh, dude, that's the whole world. Just you guys are the whole world.
Well, you know, it's the world as far as we're concerned at the moment.
That's fair. I just realized that I do not have my phone, so I'm gonna have to yell at my wife and ask. Not yell. You know what I'm saying? Ask her to share the thing for me.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Hey, there she is. Cool. Can you share this on Facebook for me?
Yeah. So beginning of the video. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope we got. I think there are a few people tuning in.
He's got it up.
I thought I was going to be able to see comments on this thing, but I can't. Cause,
is it live? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's live. It's up there. It's on the Burning the Set List page. Is it? Did I make it public? That's the question. Oh, I could have screwed that up royally.
If not, do you know where my phone is right now?
Burning the Set List. So I tagged everybody in it. What we're doing is just hanging out, having a good time. It says that it's live and it's public, so everybody should be able to share it. Thanks for the couple of people that are watching it already. I did tag all of us in it, so it should be pretty easy to share. That's what I'm doing right now. Zeke was curious about what we're going to do. We've got some of Zeke's clips pulled up from Parts Unknown. We're gonna listen to some of those jokes. But first, you were talking while we were having a technical meltdown. How was Joe Kane Day in Mobile? How'd that go?
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Well, there was some controversy about who could and couldn't parade and all that shit, right?
Yeah, no, my boss, he does the Secret Misters, which is like an LGBTQ ally marching society kind of thing, and he was like, let them try and not give me a permit. I'll make it go everywhere. But so he wound up marching by himself though, but he did it. He did the thing.
Nice.
Usually there's like 20-25 people at least marching with.
Mm-hmm. Does that still count as a parade if you're marching by yourself? It's just some dude walking down the street, right?
I think that it can be a parade. Like, depending on how bad I have to go to the bathroom when I wake up, it's a parade to the bathroom. Like, it's like sounds and noises, like a horn here or there coming from a butthole.
I guess it all depends on your attitude. If you're walking down the street, it's a parade if you've got the right attitude.
Exactly. And at least one flashing light, I feel like.
Nice.
Or maybe not a flashing light, just one steady light.
Right.
Can be like a.
But you're used to seeing the light, though, right?
I mean, 2 times if you count that.
So that sounds like a pretty uneventful day in Mobile as far as Joe Kane's concerned, because normally this is a day where everybody and the brothers downtown, right? Like it's
right.
For people outside of Mobile.
I think the 2 big ones this year were supposed to be today and Fat Tuesday, and because it's been slow every other day. But there was some people that came to the bar that came from Houston, Texas, that come every year. There was like 8 of them.
Really?
Yeah. What?
And they were just like, it's still good to get out. Yeah, but you could have just like gone down the street and been about the same.
Yeah.
Dude, that's craziness. Okay, so. Dude, well, I got us up, and it looks like all 3 of us are watching all 3 of us. So, you know,
nice.
That's exciting. That's exciting. I'll keep this open just so we can monitor some comments
Do you want me to do you
in
a
case
theme song real quick?
Yeah, do it.
anybody go for it, man. Do it. Do it.
Burn in the burn in the set list.
Nice.
That's the one right there.
Yeah.
Burn in the set list.
We couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Nice.
I can hear somebody's Facebook in the background. It's not mine, is it?
It's not mine.
I don't think it's mine.
God bless you, man.
No, that's not mine. Mine's down.
These young guys in their social medias.
Yeah, they're all hopped up on
Oh,
it.
it is mine.
It is yours.
It was mine. How annoying was that? I could hear it through. Yeah, anyway. That's how sensitive the microphone is. Well, that sucks. Like Valentine's Day and Joe Cane Day went up in unfashionable style.
I think that might have been worse though, honestly, because normally people would come out during the day for Joe Cane Day, but they wanted to be kind of sober for their bottle of wine and steak that they were going to make at home.
Oh, so
Nice.
you think all those people stayed at home because they
Want to
they're
get
getting
drunk
laid.
later.
They're getting laid, is what you're telling me. Sex is better than Joe Cane today.
Right, exactly. And if you get drunk too early and you're gonna have sex late, then it's not gonna it's not gonna make it.
You gotta
think
pace
we-
yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Sponsored
So-
by Jack Daniels.
Zeke, have you been up to the what's the name of the place? That place in Anniston, Alabama. I'm not going to say their name.
No, I have not, but I know a few people that have. You included, right? Both of y'all, I think, went.
Yeah.
I went up there as soon as they opened. I was like, we were like the first weekend of me in Compton.
Yeah, I think Andrew Ferreira just went.
Yeah, he's up
Oh,
there
really?
today. That's why it came up, is because Andrew's there today, and they sent me.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, somebody asked if I knew a comic had ever booked somebody, yada yada yada. You know how those conversations go. And no idea. Plug the guy's name in. First thing that comes up is a flyer for the comedy club up there,
Nice.
and it said that he was booked on the Pensacola Comedy Festival, and that he had won an open mic at the Back Porch Club in Pensacola. Like just all
Won
kinds
one,
of,
eh?
yeah.
He'd
Just,
won it.
and he did a total of 5
He
open
took it home
mics.
and put it on his mantelpiece.
Yeah, in 2018.
I am the best open mic.
It was
I'm the best open micer in all of Pensacola.
yeah, it was crazy. I was like, this is insane. So anyway, but the reason I guess the segue there is Mobile Comedy Festival is coming back this year.
What?
And Zeke
What?
and Toulouse are
the second annual.
this
That's
is the
right.
third annual, second time around.
Oh, it's the third annual.
It's the third annual.
No, so it would have been the third annual if it wasn't such thing as coronavirus.
I'm calling it the third
Ooh.
annual. I think it's because we all did it in August in our hearts. You know, I think
Yeah.
this is the third
One of the-
annual.
One of those poops I was taking.
You thought long and
August.
hard about it.
I thought really hard about Mobile Comedy.
So when's that going to be?
It'll be mid-August.
Yeah, it should be over by then. We should be
Yeah.
be all vaccinated and shit by then, right?
I hope so. I don't know. I'm service industry. We're gonna be way down the line on getting vaccinated.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But hey, you can only eat too many cinnamon buns.
So who you got booked
what,
for that? You got
cinnamon
a
buns?
headliner coming in?
We have a couple in the works, but I think it's gonna be basically based off of the competition portion. Because the first year did really well with it, and it'll be just a chance for everybody to get up in front of a lot of people and have a chance to
Yeah.
win $500. And I think the second and third
Dollars.
are gonna get a few dollars as well.
Mhm.
The specifics. You judged for the first one, didn't you?
Yeah, I was there. I was a judge, jury, and executioner for the first one.
Did you? Were you there on the Thursday or the Saturday? Were you in charge of the winner or just the one that got to? You were the Thursday, right?
Yeah, the middle one. Yeah,
Yeah.
The ones who went to the final.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it was a good fun. You got a good crowd in there. It was a good night.
Dude, there was a great crowd. I can't remember who the judges were for the final night at Music Box.
I know
Do
it
you
was
remember?
Greg Peterson.
Was it
Sean Sullivan was supposed to. I think he didn't make it.
uh,
Cheetah was one. Cheetah was one.
oh, Cheetah Shine?
Yeah.
Yes.
And oh god, was it not you? It
Stormer?
wasn't you, Go. No, it was.
No, it wasn't me.
Was it Square Tight? It wasn't Square Tight.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
It was Square Tight.
Because he was late. And we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
trying
that's
to
right.
figure. We thought we were gonna have to get
Nice.
a replacement. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, with Jay Howard and those guys were hanging out outside. Yeah, it's all coming back to me, dude. That's gonna be a really good time. Zeke and Toulouse were kind enough to ask me to come on board for that, so I'm very lucky to get to play along. But it was their idea, and it's good that it's coming back. I know there've been about a handful of submissions already, hadn't there?
Yeah, there's been a few.
Nice. Yeah, so check it out if you haven't already. If you're a comic and you think you're funny and you want to take a shot at winning $500, you can just
$500.
do the comedy portion or the competition portion, and it's only $25 to enter right now, and if you wait,
Yeah.
it goes up to like 45 if you wait too long. So get in now while it's cheap.
35 if you're like kind of late, and then 45 if you're like if you make us work harder.
We'll charge you for it. That is the exact philosophy.
So who's watching the submitted videos?
You are, Governor, if you want to.
No, me.
Yeah, you're a standing judge, man. You can judge.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just send them over to me. I'll tell you how lame they are.
No, we just throw it in the cosmos and see.
Oh,
who's
you
the
do?
funniest. Yeah,
Nice.
the cosmos. They know it's funny. They or it. I guess it like has grits is it, not them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, sure.
You don't know about grits, Governor.
What
So you gonna do it at the
know
music
about
box again?
grits?
Yeah, it'll be between the music box, Merry Widow, and well, that'll be where the competition portion is around,
Mhm.
and we've got a couple other venues in the works as well. So it'll be all through downtown.
You're judging them on their comedy sets.
We've got a we'll just say we've got a graph.
This is the first I'm hearing
Excel
of a graph.
spreadsheet.
What
Oh, you're getting all
what is it?
mathematical about it. You're
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
About how
Seems
many
like the
laughs
fairest
they
way.
get,
Yeah.
Right.
How many laughs they
Oh.
get.
how many beers they can drink and still do their set, that kind of thing.
That's bonus. That's bonus points. Let's
Get
go
an arm-
directly toward it. Yeah.
You got an arm wrestling competition in the middle just to spice it up.
No, that's for afterwards. That's it to see who gets to do it next year.
Who gets to
Hey,
do
you
that?
you judged our arm wrestling competition, me and Carson's.
Oh yeah, that's kind of lame.
You're great at judging. Yeah, see, look at you judging.
How
Oh,
did
I
I
judge
miss the
everybody else.
arm
I'm
wrestling
judging you right now.
competition?
I know you are. How many times have we written the mics together? And I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk to Governor right now. He's just
Yeah, you haven't
if
earned
he
that
says
privilege
good
yet.
job, that means it's
Good
bad.
job. Yeah, I'm usually being sarcastic when I say that.
Yeah.
Good
But
job.
it also but sometimes you aren't. You son of a
Yeah, you got to be on your balls. You got to be on your toes.
on your balls.
Be
On your balls. Yeah,
Just blew up that Spider-Man bouncy ball, man. I'm on my balls.
nice.
Yeah, I hate that we couldn't play that live. That would have been put that in the live stream. It would have been tons of fun.
I can deflate it right now, man.
I can
What
make
is
the
life
internet.
except for doing medial tasks over and over and over again?
I can make the internet crash again. It'll be perfect. Speaking of judging, we have something of yours, Zeke, that we're gonna throw up here.
Yeah, throw it up there.
Throw it up.
Let's,
in my
let's
mouth.
throw this up here and see what happens.
Yeah, there we go. Can you make that bigger? No, that's,
Can I make it what?
Dude, I'm wearing the same jacket. What the hell?
You've only got one jacket.
What? Seriously? You're seriously wearing the same jacket right
I
now?
really is. I really
This
am.
dude's only got one jacket.
No, I got a lot of jackets. This is just a good one. I haven't worn it all winter, but I just broke it out today. That's hilarious.
What I like about this already is, even though, I mean, the video quality is not the best, and it's running through Zoom, but Zeke's baby face, like, how long ago was this, Zeke? 2014? This was 6 years ago.
Nice.
Seven?
7
March 7 years ago almost.
Coming up on 7, yeah.
7 years ago. We need to get you a new
So-
coat. Like,
Yeah.
I did some of these jokes yesterday.
So, what warehouse was this filmed in?
yeah, where was this?
It was in Philly, and there was this fine dining restaurant that they used to let people have open mics in the back.
Uh-huh.
It's
In
like
the storage room?
yeah, pretty much. I think it was like their catering room. Like if somebody came in and wanted to have a bar mitzvah, they would put it back there.
Those are the best, man.
You get bumped
Nice.
for bar mitzvahs every once in a while.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I can hear my son crying.
And we had 96 cents in our pockets and we wanted to eat like kings. So we went there. And my friend, my friend was like, well.
Are we good?
No, hang on a second. I'm not sure why our audio is being difficult, but it is. Give me just a second and I'll figure it out.
How many people are watching Compton?
One, and that's me.
Yeah, probably
One, and that's me.
probably not a lot. Probably
governor of-
not a
Yeah,
lot.
I got the feed on my phone here. It's still going, so we're good.
Anybody ever call you the governor? Like,
No.
oh, I just did. So you gotta
Yeah.
change that answer.
Nice.
Look at that. Gotta laugh. Could hear that part.
Oh, that's your. Yeah, there we go. How many people are in that room?
I mean, at that point in my time doing it, it felt like a million, but I think there's probably like
Yeah.
30 or 40.
Yeah. The thing I liked about that answer is you almost used the word career, then you thought better of it.
I still don't call myself a comedian. Until I can.
No, I don't
quit
call you a
serving
comedian either.
bartender, I'll call myself a comedian.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
When Governor can get his head out, I'm just out of that hat. Out of that hat. Have I ever seen you without a hat on, Governor?
I have several hats.
No, I know. No, I didn't say that hat. I said a hat. I have seen
No.
you without your hat on, but I understand why
What?
people are. I have.
Yeah.
What a good night for you.
Yeah.
I think you had maybe 3 Jack and Cokes.
What? I can handle the Jack and Cokes.
Oh, man. Well, this is really weird because our audio has done something very crazy. And then the live stream just went down, and I think we might have broke my computer.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
Successful first podcast.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so. Very much so. Let me see if I can find this audio real quick while you guys are chit-chatting.
So you're looking for the audio from the set? Is that what's? Because I can still hear your voice. Is okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, we just can't hear the YouTube.
The video
way-
that you're trying to play. Oh, okay.
You may just play it on my phone right here.
No, you don't have to do that.
Also, that wasn't my phone, actually. I think you probably could tell there's no phone there.
Yeah, we noticed.
All right. Well, nobody said anything. Don't let me go crazy, guys.
Nah, you're good.
So you're still doing the weekly open mics at the music box?
We are every Thursday. Better wear an oven mitt because it gets hot up in there.
Gets hopping that bitch.
There's free pizza every Thursday.
Free
because-
pizza.
Yeah. Hopefully people will care about that. Otherwise,
Where are you getting the pizza from? Plug the pizza people.
no.
No, can't
No.
plug the pizza people.
There just is pizza there.
There is pizza. You don't know where it comes from?
I'm not supposed to know.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Gotcha.
How many
Gotcha.
people do you get there? You get a good crowd?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, it's hit and miss with those stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's even more hit or miss than it was at the Mule. I think the pandemic has done a number.
Done a number on comedy in general.
Yeah. I was supposed to do my first tour since Arthur was born.
Yeah.
And I had it toured. It was only like 3 weeks, but I had it toured or scheduled right in the middle of the pandemic. And then
Nice.
everybody just like one day after the next was like, hey, we're just going to not do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, well, it's good, but I got to wait to rekindle my fire until after the
Yeah.
pandemic.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
gonna be
toured.
alive to see it after the pandemic. I know, Governor. I don't know if you're gonna make it or not.
Oh, I died like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. I thought it was 4 years ago. You died inside like 4 years ago. Good job, Governor. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh, Governor. Look anymore.
Yeah, I went with under governor for a while, and then they were like, "Is that your real name?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then they were like, "Prove it. We're gonna take you off unless you prove it."
You got away with Governor there for a second. First name
Yeah,
Governor,
I
last
changed it
name.
to Governor, like first name Gov, last name Nah. Yeah,
And then you did Governor, I think.
Yeah,
one
that's
word
right,
Governor,
yeah.
one word Governor.
yeah,
Now it's Martin Wright. Like I hate that guy,
Yeah,
Martin Wright. What
that
a
sucks. Yeah, that guy blows.
He sells phones. What a loser.
Yeah, that guy blows. I don't even do that anymore. I'm not doing anything right now.
Well, good for you, dude. I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
Nice. I'm chilling. I haven't even toured. Last time I toured was February, I think.
I know.
February.
Last time I asked you if you wanted to tour, I got I
Mhm.
think one response, and then it just went by the wayside on that. Wasn't good enough for you, Governor. It's okay.
Yeah,
Good
no.
job. That'll be
Good
our
job.
tour name. It's Good Job, Governor.
Good. Yeah. We'll get something going, I guess. Maybe in the summertime.
Summertime. So me and Ryan Adams were talking about just doing a tour in Mobile. Just like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
ask all the bars, just be like, hey, can we just do, and then do a little run after that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because the only things that anybody knows about, and every time I go somewhere, they forgot. I used to feel like a goddamn king downtown doing comedy, but that went away
Yeah.
like probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then now people are like, "Oh, you're the guy that opened for T.J. Miller." Like
Yeah, that sucks.
people were like, "What are you doing in town still?" I was like, no, this is still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you on the road with TJ?
Yeah. I should have said yeah. And I'd be like,
said,
check out Thursday open mics.
Yeah, I'm living in his basement. He doesn't know it yet, but
I'm his stunt double. He just get the right angle on me.
Oh,
yeah, along.
That was a crazy night, man.
Yeah, it was.
You did a good job, though. Told those people to shut the fuck up and everything. It was wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, TJ did not like that I told people to shut the fuck up.
Really?
You didn't?
He did not. But also, he was pretty drunk, so I guess he didn't know.
I bet if you asked TJ anything about that night, he probably wouldn't remember.
No, he probably wouldn't.
He probably wouldn't.
Let's see if this video will
Come
work
back
out.
to Mobile, TJ.
Let's see if this video will work. I think we got it figured out.
First part's loud.
Alright, so I'm Zeke Buckhaults, also from Alabama.
Nice. Reluctant clapping. It's always a good sign.
I'll tell you a story about Alabama also. One time, me and my friends were driving to Taco Bell. We'd been doing a little bit of drinking. And we had 96 cents in our pockets and we wanted to eat like kings, so we went there. And my friend, we were fucked up. My friend was like, well, Taco Bell's only like 2 miles away, we should just walk. Because we don't want to kill anybody, we don't want to kill ourselves. I was like, fuck that, I'm way too drunk to walk anywhere, I'm not gonna do that. Like, we're driving, and my friend was like, no, we'll walk and never kill anybody. And then I brought up the Trail of Tears, so we walked to Taco Bell. I was following my friend who really didn't know the area that well, it was raining a little bit, so it was a little sketchy situation. And he must have realized like that he missed his turn because he stopped short. And I didn't have enough time to process the situation, so I slammed on brakes not to hit his mom's.
Why are you in two cars? Why aren't you all in the same car?
No answer on the car question.
This is not a real story. It's
What?
it's based off of a real story where I ran into my friend's car. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, I didn't. Well, no spoilers, but I didn't murder a child.
You didn't?
Yeah, well, okay, here's what he's talking
I
about.
just kind of veered off the road a little bit. And I hit this little kid who was riding his bike. It was just it was worse. I've never had such a bad day because when I got to Taco Bell, they were out of Baja Blast. I was like, "Are you serious?" I went through I killed a motherfucker. And I didn't goddamn Baja Blast. All right, well, penis jokes got brought up a few times.
Yeah.
So a couple of penis jokes.
Yeah, always pull back on the dick jokes.
When it comes to girls, I don't really get the whole first, second, third base situation. It kind of.
Why do you sound like you have a Boston accent now?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Is it just me? Is it just me, or is there a little
So
accent in
I
there?
moved away from Alabama when I was like 18, 19, and I don't know. I think I just let where I am shape my voice too much.
No, that's understandable. I do the same thing.
Cub doesn't know about that. His voice still sounds like blood pudding.
So this this next joke, do you want to hear this next one in order, or do we want to hear the new version of that one? First off, you didn't actually kill a kid, but
No,
No.
he's never killed in his whole comedy career.
But there was.
You know what? You're not right. You're wrong, Governor.
But there was also you were starting to tell a story about where that joke actually came from, because I think that this gets into another joke next. Was there a car wreck involved? You said it wasn't based on a true story, but it was partially based on a true story. Which parts of that story are true?
Yeah.
So getting drunk,
Hmm.
that was real.
Yeah, that was believable.
On a separate night, though, I think my mom's gonna watch this. I was getting drug test. My parents would drug test me for smoking weed, so I ate a bunch of edibles because I didn't know how those worked for real. And then we drove. Me and my friends in high school. We were like 14 or so. We were driving to a show to play music, and my friend Philip in his van, he like took a sharp turn. He like skidded out of control and took a sharp turn. I was in my dad's like F-150, and I ran off the road. I had a split second to make a decision. That's real. I had that. And my split second to make a decision was run off the road. But he turned when I turned, and we both tried to miss the stop sign, which we should have just fucking hit the stop sign in retrospect. But I like ran into his car, and my friend was in the front seat of his car, and other friend was in the. And I said, "Did I hit him?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "How bad is it?" He said, "It's not good." And then we both drove away. And we played our show. And we jumped into a pool with a live microphone. Well, I didn't do that.
Nice.
Who did? Did they survive? Did anybody get electrocuted?
Philip did it. He dropped it right before he jumped in. So he
okay.
jumped, but he didn't go in with it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, pansy. He should have held on.
So did they really have
We
the
would've been-
Baja Blast when you got there or not?
That's the most important question.
It depends on which time. Because that's based off of truth. I wanted a murder trial when I didn't have Baja Blast.
Is that where that line comes from? You got there, they didn't have Baja Blast, and you're like, man, I would
So
have hit
actually,
a kid.
honestly, do you know Nick Perez?
I think so. Yeah.
He's a Huntsville comedian, and
Yeah,
he was the one that got me into comedy when I did, I guess, half a year, or he did half a year, and I did 3/4 of a year at Bama, and we wrote that joke. I wrote that joke, and he was like, you know, what'd be really funny is if you say all that, but then just be like, no Baja Blast. So that came from him, and that's the only thing I've ever gotten from anybody. And it's honestly I'm a little ashamed to admit it, but should be.
But Baja Blast came from Nick.
Baja Blast came from Nick.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't remember if this next one. Do we want to hear this next one, Zeke?
But I do know about whom, I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, we do.
Usually where I sit alone and masturbate. So I used to hook up with this one girl. I loved her, she didn't love me, but she was like perfect. Everything was great. There's one thing that always kind of pissed me off, just a tiny bit. She always called my dick my bird. So like if you're gonna call it something manly, like the wombat, like just like coming at you. But now she was like, "Oh, your bird is cute." And I was like, "Thanks." And but one day she called me up. She said, "Zeke, I have somebody here who wants to have a threesome. Like, are you down? Like, would you be?" I was like, "Absolutely. Let me finish taking a shit. I'll be right there." So I got over there, and it wasn't two girls waiting for me like I thought it was. It was a guy and a girl. I was like, "All right, that's okay. I'm gonna sit out this one. I'm just gonna go home, maybe jerk off a bit, because you know what they say." A bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. Thanks, guys. That's going to be it.
Hot 3 minutes of comedy.
Hot 3.
Hot 3 minutes of comedy.
Hot 3 minutes. Is that all
I
there?
just loved how much I kicked the ground while I was talking.
Yeah, that was kind of distracting the way you were kicking shit.
I didn't do it!
Oh, sorry. That's not the right spot for that. So that gig in Philadelphia, that was what'd you say, 7 years ago?
7 years ago.
2014?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
March,
bird in
March 2000.
the bird in the hand, two in the bush. That's a good one. Is that based on a true story or
Oh, that's the one
just
where
a
I
good
hit Philip. That's what I was talking about.
the bird in the hand?
Oh, bird in the hand. Oh, no. God damn. No, I just say words. Bird in the hand is based off one night I drank half a bottle of NyQuil and I couldn't sleep still. And I thought about the word bird in the hands were two in the bush. And I thought about how bush and hand go with penises. And I thought about how bird is the only thing out. So I just call my dig my bird and then I make up a whole story about it.
It's a good joke. I just didn't know if we should ask Raquel about it.
Oh, no, it's not real. It's not real at all. That's NyQuil.
That's just NyQuil talking.
This is NyQuil. And the first, second, third base situation, that one home, whatever. I think I was still 18 still, and I had been prescribed Vyvanse for a while, but I stopped taking it because I hated it. And I took it one day, and I wrote like 12 jokes, and that was one of them. That was kind of like my introduction to joke writing.
Nice. Dude, I think we should just play this one because it's got some of the same jokes in it.
Yeah, this one was like four years ago, I think.
Yeah, this is yeah, well, and we got to say this is at The Blind Mule, which unfortunately is not doing comedy in Mobile at the moment.
What? Outrageous.
But it was an institution for a very long time. Like it
Yeah.
was the
About
place.
6 years or so.
Well, we started off at the across from the Sanger at the Alchemy with William Masters, and then when that changed hands, he moved it. It was his show to start off with. He moved it to the Blind Mule, and then it stayed there. It was the cornerstone of Mobile comedy for a long time. It was good.
Yeah.
It was. People will still be like, "Oh, you do comedy? Do you know about comedy at the Blind Mule?" People's like, I think somebody said that to me last week.
Mhm.
It's like, "Oh yeah, no, I know, I know about
Yeah,
it."
I'm aware.
We know all about it. Yeah, so here's from the infamous Blind Mule.
Whew, so I'm out of breath, dude. I really am. Every time I come up here, I'm out of breath, and that was just a lot that just happened there.
Spilled my beer.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what all happened?
So all the sets that I have of doing good are as after I start riffing, and then people start recording. Because Bill finally sent the one over from I think last year when I was riffing. People finally start recording. But I was going up on stage and I tripped over the rug and I spilled like half a beer, and it was like a whole ordeal with me trying to catch it and then kind of just making fun of myself for trying to catch it, and then being just ridiculously goofy with a beer that I was spilling. And then that's when somebody was like, "Oh, I should record this."
That's very Blind Mule. That's very, very Blind Mule.
Yeah.
It's so light now. It's sad. It's just, I sat it down as like a nice, full, hefty beer that I look forward to. All right, well, my friend told me that her boyfriend's been beating her a lot recently. I told her I always knew you had beady eyes.
One of my favorite jokes, by the way.
That's literally at work today. We were talking about comedy with one of my coworkers, and she said, we were talking about how everything in theory can be funny. And she's like, "Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I just don't think things are funny, like domestic violence jokes." I was like, hold on now. What about
Somebody brought this up to you? Like, this joke is domestic violence comes up for us because of this joke. Are you telling me someone brought it up to you that hadn't heard this?
Yeah.
So did she like the joke?
She did like the joke because it's not necessarily a domestic violence joke. It's just a pun
Right.
that popped into my brain. None of my puns have anything to do with anything. I don't take a stand I stand for nothing, so I stand for nothing at all or whatever.
Did you just find a funny word and went with it, or was this one that had a context around it? Or just another good joke that you came up with?
No, I thought of the word beady eyes and I deconstructed it.
And went from there?
Yeah, that's where most of my jokes come from, is I just look at a word and see what else it could be.
So jealous. Wish I could do that.
I had a brain freeze the other day, and while my brain was melting, I had a really great idea. And I just screamed, "Guys, I had a thought!"
That one definitely happened in real life, right?
You didn't let people get it. They were about to laugh. Dude. They were about to laugh.
Did I mess it up?
Oh.
Oh, I did.
You have to explain it. Then. You're like Thor.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's on the news.
That's part of the joke. I knew no one was gonna get it.
You could have just said Thor in the first place, right? Or not? No.
No, it's funnier. Okay, so I have one joke, and I've been doing this one for maybe a couple years now. What kind of fruit is made out of stone?
Mm-hmm.
And then if nobody answers or is like, what kind of fruit is it? Then I just go ahead and like, you guys don't deserve this. And I go ahead and set up my next joke and then go back to it. Because then it's funnier because now I'll just say pomegranate. And then people have to think for a second. It's like, oh yeah, that is funny.
That's a callback, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. It's not a callback necessarily because I didn't make a joke and then the
Right.
same joke.
You're not calling back to another joke.
No,
yeah.
I'm just fucking showing people what it is to have ADHD. Like,
Nice.
Somebody died from an allergic reaction to an ant bite, and I think that's fucking dope. That's like the best David and Goliath story I've ever heard in my life, because nobody thought that ant was taking that dude out, but he fucking did it. He got the job done. There's got to be some kind of ant holy book circulating around the Qur'an, if you will. And in it, there's just this passage, just like, so, you know, there was this big dude, you know, pushing around this metal machine.
I guess I should ask, do you want me to play this one in its entirety? Because the one I really want to get to is the Taco Bell one. And we can skip this punchline if you want, because I know you do tell this
I wrote
joke.
this joke before the Taco Bell one, but I did the Taco Bell one for like 3 years straight. And I was like, what else do I have? And I found the piece of paper with this joke on it. And I like worked on it a little bit. And
Nice.
then now I say that one way more than I say the Taco Bell one. But
Do
yeah,
you,
no.
do you want me to play the rest of this one, or do you want me to skip ahead to the Taco Bell one?
Well, you obviously want to skip ahead, dude. This is your podcast, man.
No, man. I mean, I want to only burn the set list as far as need be. But one of the reasons that I want to
I'm not
play
gonna
this
burn
next
this, dude.
one, yeah, one of the reasons I want to play this next one is because I want to get to the conversation about how material develops. Because there's a clear difference in the way that you told it the first time versus the way you tell it this time, and not a lot of people get to see how that develops.
I tell it way better than I did in this one now, too, because I've added 2 punchlines and a tag to it.
Well, you mean you haven't gotten worse in the last 7 years?
I mean, for like a split second, I did get worse, I feel like. But that was just, that's mental health.
Kidding. Of course it gets better. All right. Well, if you're
Knew
okay
you were
with it,
kidding.
we'll
We're
play.
riffing here.
We'll play the rest of the ant joke because if anyone hasn't seen you, they need to know that you have a plethora of bug jokes that are just the best. And this is kind of the proof of it. Anyway, we'll let it play as long as nobody's in a rush.
Ran over our house. So the queen said, hey, bite that piece of shit. So I bit that piece of shit. And then that big motherfucker fell down and I was like, damn. Anthony, chapter 6, verses 27 through 32.
Nice.
I really am out of breath, though. This is no
I
good.
think the Queen would have had better language than that, though. I don't think she would have said piece of shit.
There was a part to that joke that was about being a fire ant or a black ant. I think that voice kind of came over from there, but
I've never heard that portion of that joke.
that was pre Trail of Tears joke.
Oh.
That was when I was still probably 18.
Because it's cold, does that happen to everybody, or is it because I've put on 20 pounds in the past? I don't know how long it's been.
Wait, this is the best part of the set. That's good. Cool.
I just realized I'm fat now. I literally have. Does this happen to anybody else? My girlfriend got a scale to see if she was gaining weight correctly or whatever. And I have weighed myself 3 times a day since that shit has happened. And it fluctuates so fucking much. Does that just happen? Like, all right, so I went from 155 when she got it. And I was like, fuck yeah, I am in shape. I could kick some ass for like a couple of minutes. And then I'd be like, all right, well, can we stop now and just talk it out? But then I went up. Now I just weighed myself. I was 169, and I was butt ass naked. 169, and I weighed myself like a week ago at 155, and then the day before, I was. Guys, this isn't funny. I just really want to know what the fuck
That
happened,
was a
and why
big
do I
old
keep
cop
going?
out right there on that one.
What cop out? You ranting about
Guys,
your
this
weight?
isn't funny. So that's what I've been trying to do more, and I think I was doing it at that point more. And it's just whatever my thoughts. Like I've never told that ever again, and those were just kind of my thoughts of that. And that was a cop out on that. I could have. I mean, I still do go more in depth on it, but right there saying, guys, this isn't funny. That's a cheap laugh. Like that's like a.
Mhm.
That's like a.
Oh well, yeah. You can't. It's not a cop out. You told me it was the funniest part of the set, not to skip it. You can't call it a
Well, no,
cop
the,
out.
the next part. The next part, I do better. It's the best part of the set because I've never done it again, and it was funny at that point.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. The only thing I don't get about that is she was trying to monitor her weight gain.
She's pregnant.
Yeah. Okay. Like you could find material in there. Just be like, yes, I said.
Yeah, I don't ever
Anyway.
record myself or anything, so I've said so many things that never get said again.
Isn't that the
Let me
best
see
part
where
of
if this
open
comes
mics?
back around. I feel like I got it.
All right, let's see if it comes back around.
Been down by 6 pounds. I'm like Christian Bale trying to get a fucking movie role. And all I'm doing is taking a fucking shit. Christian Bale like, oh, it's so hard. I'm like, no, it's not, dude. Eat a banana split and shit it out. You'll be fine. Been fucking killing this weight gain thing. Like I'm going up for, what's a funny fat character? Whatever, guy. Going up for that one. I think a frisbee is just a bee that never brushes his hair.
Huh?
That was the end of me trying to freestyle it.
Trying to freestyle it? Right.
I'm jazz, governor. Governor, I'm jazz.
You jazz, man.
I'm
Free
jazz.
you jazzed or you jazz?
No ed, just jazz. I am
Oh,
jazz.
okay. But you couldn't think of a single fat person.
I was gonna say Homer Simpson, but I didn't think because he didn't ever lose weight except for in that one episode where he was
Right.
something man and they pinned it all in his back.
I'm gonna fast forward us to.
Bee is frizzy.
I'm gonna go past the bee
All
joke.
the
Bee
bug
walk
jokes.
down the street. Bee gangster bee. Drinking. I drink more now. I think I have one of those. When I was in high school, I used to do a lot of drinking. I drink more now. I think I have one of those problems or whatever you call them. But back then we used to drink. I don't know if you guys know what happened. One specific night when we got drunk, we got hungry. Big surprise. So my friend was like, "Hey, we got like 96 cents in our cup holder. Let's go to Taco Bell. We'll eat like kings." So we all started walking to our cars. When my friend stops, he says, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't drive to Taco Bell. We don't want to kill anybody. We don't want to kill ourselves. Maybe we should just walk to Taco Bell." I was like, "Fuck that. I'm way too drunk to walk anywhere. I'm stumbling. That's ridiculous." And he was like, "Come on, man. A little walking never killed anybody." And then I brought up the Trail of Tears. So we drove to Taco Bell, guys. We fucking did it. And we let the guy go that was the most excited first, which was probably a bad idea. Probably meant he was the drunkest. We let him go first. And we were in like a caravan of cars. And I guess the guy didn't know this area very well because he just slammed on brakes. And I was right behind him. And at a split second to make a decision. I could either just slam into the back of his mom's $75,000 Batmobile-looking automobile, or just I could run off the road for free. So I did that. I ran off the road for free. But as soon as I did it, there was just this little kid on his bike. I hit him, man. It was the worst day of my life. I didn't. Like 2 wheels went one way, I don't know what happened the other one. And then I didn't know what to do. It was the worst day of my life. Because when I got to Taco Bell, they were out of Baja Blast. You guys were a little apprehensive about laughing at a dead child. I'm not into killing children, guys. I could have done it 6 months ago when I found out my girlfriend's pregnant, but I didn't. I didn't. What do you mean, all? I didn't do it. He's gonna be alive pretty soon here. Or he is alive. I don't know how that shit works. It depends on if you're the Catholics or the whatever.
That's pretty good.
Still not as good.
First,
It's still a lot that I've changed from it. It makes me mad.
Well, yeah, this was still years ago, so I would imagine it's come even further than that. That's a great bit, though. I like what you've done with the evolution of the Trail of Tears part, but I like to see it start coming out in this one because I don't think it's even in the first clip, is it? The Trail of Tears part.
Yeah,
was
it's in the.
it in the first one?
Yeah. I just said it super low.
Oh, I got you.
Nice.
I just missed it in that one. So that what was the time difference between those? That was a couple of years.
About 3 years.
Nice. And that's a joke that you like you said, you still tell You've got
I
lots
still
of
tell 'em, yeah.
new components too. How long is that bit now?
I'd say it was just another minute or so. Because
Really?
in my mind, like the storytelling part of it isn't as important as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's not necessarily if it is important. It's just I'm better at doing the punches. So the joke itself, any punch means I've added more, not necessarily the storytelling part.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of people will do 15 minutes and they have 8 things written on their piece of paper, and I do 15 minutes. I have like fucking 35 things written down on a piece of paper because each punch is a new component of it. Even though it might be 20 seconds, it might be a minute.
Gotcha. Dude. Well, you've been, like I said, that first clip was 2014. So you've been doing this for what, 7, 8 years now?
So the first time I did it was in 2012 in Tuscaloosa. So, I mean, I did it a few times when I was in DC and then Philly. If you take away like a year or two, which is probably fair, I've been doing it like 8 years now.
Fuck yeah. Dude, that's awesome. All right, so we'll quit playing your clips and forcing you down that road. But unless you've got any more that you want to send me, because I think that
I have one, but it's on a drive.
no, that's all right. I'm kidding. You don't have to send it right now. But I've noticed,
I record myself.
Talking about how long, having jokes around for years and years and years, I've noticed that I still do almost all of the stuff that I started out with. It's just gotten better. It's just gotten more refined. Is that always the case, or do you have stuff that you've kept for the wrong reasons? Like I've kept some stuff because I can make it better, but I can also think of some stuff that I've kept just because I like it.
Oh yeah, no, a lot of my stuff I keep because I like it. Like if I'm not enjoying it, then it's not necessarily. One of the things that Ryan Adams said, a couple of other people have said it to me, is like I have a talent of saying the same jokes you've heard a whole bunch of times, but still laughing at it because I still have like an attitude towards it to like this is with my puns and shit. I'm like, this is dumb as hell. This is the dumbest thing ever, and I play it that way. I don't necessarily, and it just kind of comes across a different way. And as long as it's still fun for me to say the joke, even if it's like fucking here it is, you fuckers, then I still want to do it. If it's not, I mean, if it's just something that's ridiculous, like I have one that I brought back recently. It's I went to the dry cleaners today, and seemingly the seams of my jeans had been cleaned, and I haven't done that joke in like 2-3 years. I don't even know it was a joke, but I just did it again just because it fucking makes me laugh.
It's good wordplay. It's really good wordplay. Like it just sounds funny. I mean, even if you don't think about it.
Yeah, it's like a word like shamu sounds funny, but it's not necessarily anything.
It's just a funny word.
Yeah.
So do you write a lot of stories, or do you always go from the perspective of you see something funny and then you write something around that, like you mentioned earlier?
So I think I've said this.
Is there a balance?
Like I used to all the time, but I usually sit down and I have my notebook in front of me and I think of a word and I just look around me and I see things and I break it down into stupid stuff. I guess I see jokes and funny stuff in my mind is kind of like writing dialogue for a show, not necessarily narrating. So it's like this is a funny thing to say after another funny thing to say, and I know like a lot of people think opposite. It is narrating and it's not, but just for me, I feel funnier when I'm kind of just acting out something dumb.
Well, that's a great way to think about it. I've never considered that before, but it's a really good way to conceive of how a story works versus a joke. Because if you're thinking about the dialogue for a sitcom, then every line nearly needs to be a tagline or a punchline.
Yeah,
like,
my stories come from having a funny thought and then making a story up around the funny thought.
Gotcha.
And making it make sense.
I'm stealing your. I'm asking because I need to get better at writing. I do too much anecdotal stuff, and I'm not as good at writing a punchline and writing those jokes.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm picking your brain about it.
I think the trick is to know who you are, your character, and then you're writing for that character. Like, what would that character say?
Definitely.
Finding your voice, they call it.
Yeah. Steven Street actually helped me a lot with that. And not just finding my voice necessarily, but being able to sit and wait for the crowd and see what it was that was funny. and kind of be able to base it off of that instead of like in the first thing you did, I was kind of just trying to get through my set, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I was saying the words that I had remembered. And if you sit and wait and let people laugh and react the way that would come naturally and don't try and rush it, then it kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. You definitely got to let the crowd set the rhythm of the whole set.
Yeah, and that helps. And the more you do it, and the more you let the crowd shape it, the more you can kind of see what your character is. Because your character is not necessarily who you are,
right?
But your character's who you are through like a fucking stained glass window or whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's true for everything. You're all you are is the perception of people around you.
Right, and that's the art of comedy, I think.
Yeah,
is
and everybody's going to perceive you in different ways.
Right.
Including yourself, and every one of them is just as valid as the one you see.
Yeah, and that's the art of the comedy is it's basically holding a conversation with up to 1,000 people at once.
Right.
But keeping people interested, keeping people engaged, even when the stuff you're saying is not funny. Like, let's say I go into something weird and I do the same thing for 2 minutes. People are, if they're engaged, then that's part of
right. They'll go along as long as they're going along with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Governor, what else is on your mind? I feel like I'm hogging the conversation here.
No, I'm good. I'm just glad that we could reach Zeke all the way out here in what is obviously the darkness of central Alabama somewhere. I'm glad he's still got Wi-Fi.
I'm actually in my bank vault filled with millions of dollars.
The bank vault.
And $24 million rubies and whatnot.
Is that where you keep your Bitcoin?
That's where he keeps his.
That's
where he mines it.
I drop my cigarette in my
the Bitcoin dungeon.
Bitcoin dungeon.
Nice.
That's the noise it makes.
You and what was it Daffy Duck? No, was it Scrooge? Who was it from DuckTales?
Scrooge McDuck, the father, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where you
the grandfather,
the gold coins, and it doesn't.
That's gotta hurt, right?
Yeah, it doesn't murder him.
I
guess ducks are tough. They know how to float. I can't float on water like ducks do. I can't keep my head up like that. Maybe they know what.
It's hot. Yeah, that would be tough with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You can't actually swim in it.
You just smack into the ground.
So, talking about sets, to go back to the ones that we were watching, like the Taco Bell joke, how many times do you do that in a row before you feel like you have to change something? Shout out to Free Ryan Adams, whose shirt you can see now that Zeke's standing up.
Merch plug right there.
Merch, yeah.
Yeah. Where are you going? What's happening here? Or what is
I'm showing you guys my bank vault.
Oh, dude.
Bank vault, nice.
I can't see anything past the shadows on your face.
You can't see my bank vault?
No.
No.
Can you hear me peeing?
I can barely see your face now.
Oh, Jesus. This guy.
Did you really? Oh,
it's a podcast, man. It's a party.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it's a video.
It is Joe Kane's Day. This is how people in Mobile act. On
video podcast. It's Mardi Gras, though. Like, to be fair, it is Mardi Gras, and I don't think anyone's allowed to use the bathroom inside during Mardi Gras. I think during Mardi Gras you have to pee outside. It's a rule, right? It's a rule.
That's what it means, right? That's that phrase. Mardi Gras is French for peeing outside. I think that's true, right?
It would honestly be rude for me to come in talking to my friends and then just go pee in the bathroom, not to talk to my family at all. No, I gotta stay out here in the outside world.
Well,
it's not else.
Hold your bladder through the meeting. That wouldn't qualify as an acceptable answer.
I've honestly been holding it for a pretty long time. I need some hand sanitizer.
Yeah, sure.
We do now.
Yeah, watching that it makes me feel dirty.
You didn't see anything.
Very, very dirty. Just knowing.
That's who I am.
Just
That's who I am
knowing.
as a comedian. Very, very dirty.
Very, very dirty. What I was saying was, we all get tired of telling the same jokes over and over and over again. So how do you deal with that? Do you put something down for a little while, or when is the point where you've told it so many times where you're like, I either have to do something with this or walk away from it for a minute?
For a minute or forever?
Both.
I wouldn't walk away from anything forever. Anything that I have that isn't like if I look at something, it's like, this is the dumbest thing ever, and you sound mean, and this is just ridiculous for no reason. I'll throw that away. Anything else, until I record it and put it on something that I could, then I'm not gonna throw it away, because plenty of time to still work on it. I feel like I've got. When I was 14, I thought that I was taking too long to be a famous person, so I would throw shit away just to try it again. But I wouldn't do that anymore. How I get over feeling like you've done the same shit over and over again is, well, first, that's why I toured. That's why I booked the tour. Is when you get out of town and do it in front of people that have never heard it, it fucking makes it. It really. Not only does it bring another facet to it, like where like you can see it from another place, but it also it makes you happy about it again. Because I've had jokes that I've told for so long, and I did it as long as I keep doing it like I want to do it, then I can still get those big reactions where everybody in the room is just losing their shit.
Sure.
Not necessarily losing their shit, or there's just like one solid like beat where everybody's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll kind of rehype it for me. But if I keep doing it in front of the same people over and over again, then it's not going to grow. Yeah.
And you don't want to subject them to that either.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, having a fresh audience though, I just start wringing my hands. It's so much fun when you're in front of new folks.
Yeah, you can. Because I'm so comfortable with the jokes that I say all the time, I can go fucking wherever with it, and I can still come back to it and still feel confident going back in whichever way.
Right.
Well, I know that it took a minute for us to get started, and before I keep plowing questions at you, because I would gladly do it, I know it's Valentine's Day, and you said you did have to attend to your husbandly duties at at some point. So as long as we're not keeping you longer than you need to, I'll keep asking you questions. But
you're good, man. We actually did our Valentine's on Friday.
Oh, good.
Nice. Getting ahead of the curve, huh?
Well, damn. Now I wish I'd smoked a cigarette before we got started, because we could do that. My setup's not as mobile as Zeke's, and watching him smoke this cigarette is making me fiend.
I got one left. Raquel and.
You've only got one left? Well, we'll keep you until you run out of cigarettes then. We won't torture you anywhere beyond that. Well, aside from the process of comedy, can you remember any jokes that you got rid of that you kind of wish you didn't have to, or that you wish you could have made something out of? I guess, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are there any that you miss that you don't tell anymore? I guess that's a better way to put it.
There's two of them. One of them.
Because if we're gonna get canceled, let's get canceled on the first episode.
I know it's something to get canceled over, but goddamn. All right, I remember one of them. I can't remember the other. It was when I was in college and I was signing up for college classes. Wrote a joke. It was like I was going down the list of subjects that I could take, and I got all the way down to the W's, and I saw white appreciation. I was like, hell yeah,
nice.
I'm white. I appreciate myself. So I'll sign up for the white appreciation. So I took down the number, took down when I was supposed to be there, and I showed up. And when I opened up the door, there was nothing but Asians just looking at me. The professor was Asian. All the students were Asian. I went back out and I looked at the room number, and I was in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time.
That's good. This is a good bunch.
Nice.
Ryan Jetton told me that that's been done before.
Or
that it's like a classic joke. Like
Wong time. Wong time has. Yeah, I'm sure that's been done, but
yeah. So I think that might be why I quit trying to make stories around them and I just go.
You could roll that into a capital insurrection joke these days. You want to talk about the extensive white privilege. I don't know where that would go, but
I have another one. That I don't tell anymore. I don't know why I don't tell this one anymore. Probably because it's not very funny. I used to be afraid of the dark. Then I realized every time light comes around, dark gets the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Dark's afraid of light. What a bitch light is. Or maybe they're the same person.
You never see them in the same room at the same time.
Yeah, they're not the same person.
I got you.
Like a Spider-Man thing. I don't know.
I think the only ones that I've backed off from that I don't do anymore. I did some white collar jokes, like some priest, some child molestation jokes,
Nice.
and I would love.
Governor's got a few of those.
I'd love to keep doing them, but they weren't funny enough at the time, and it just feels wrong working on pedophilia jokes.
Yeah, something that wasn't funny initially. If the idea is not funny enough, then
Yeah.
it's just not worth it.
Well, and just the idea of I'm going to work on pedophilia, like that's that's not the kind of thing you want to sit down at a desk with intent.
We want to work on ending pedophilia.
Yeah, and if a joke could do that, I'd probably spend more time on it. Wouldn't feel as bad.
No, yeah. It's still funny though. I mean, that last Louis C.K.'s set had a long piece about pedophilia in it.
Oh yeah, it can be
Yeah,
done.
it
It can be
sounds
done.
weird.
I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not that funny yet.
No,
But I think it
that
was
guy can get away with
it was a white collar crime was the punchline, like pedophilia, white collar crime, some connection there.
Oh, okay, I get you. 'Cause
Like a priest. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's about how funny it is. Meh. Not really.
I did a show once, and the guy who ran the show, but it wasn't him. It was somebody else who said, "Yeah, you know, the guy who runs the show, he's kind of touchy about what you can say." And I was like, so I thought he was going to say, "Oh, he wants you to work clean or something." And I said, he's like, "No, he doesn't worry about the language, but he doesn't want you to mention pedophilia or fucking children." And I was like,
Really?
"What this guy got into? What's this guy?"
Yeah, well,
Tell us
Why
about
is this guy
that
single
night.
just that out, right? Not the language or anything like that. I thought,
When and where was
in
this?
Birmingham, I remember right after the Boston bombing, my friend Nick had a joke about the Boston bombing,
uh-huh.
and we were signing up for the open mic. Or no, I think we were there for a show. And the guy was like, "All right, guys, you can pretty much do anything. You're good. Just don't do any jokes about the Boston bombing." And he was like, "What the fuck?"
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
It's current events, man. How is current events not on the table,
Right.
dude?
it was
Maybe
a
he
good-
had a bit of. Sometimes they say that just because they've got a bit. If they're on the show, they've got a bit about it, and they don't want you stepping on their punchline. You know?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
could be.
Somebody's being greedy with the punchlines.
Right.
That's goofy.
But I've adjusted a show. If somebody before me says something pretty similar, I'll take my joke out just because. You know,
Oh, yeah,
you
for
don't
sure.
know- For sure, yeah.
I was somewhere the other day, and somebody said it was a family thing, and I got up and walked out. I was like, I'm not even gonna pretend to tell you jokes at this
I've
point.
done comedy in front of
Like,
kids a few times.
Yeah.
I know, man. The lady that was with the kid looked very dangerous, very, very Karen with an attitude. And this was in Mississippi, so
Right.
you don't mess with white people in Mississippi because they have weapons instead of teeth. Let's be honest.
Right. But if you're in a bar or a comedy club, there shouldn't be children there. I mean, why are you bringing a kid to an environment like that?
Yeah, no, this was like an open audition thing where I had gone to meet with a guy about doing some voiceover work, and there was an opportunity for me to do some comedy for this other thing, and it was a family environment. It wasn't a comedy thing. It's like, oh, this is not
okay.
gonna go. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Nice.
So I did. I got a call back for the voice acting thing, but that would have been disastrous for the comedy side.
I've done a few shows after 9 or 10 p.m. where people bring babies.
What? Who?
Nice.
Like to sacrifice them on the stage? What's a baby doing anywhere after 10 p.m.?
I don't know. I remember it was right after Raquel had the first one was right after Raquel had a baby, and the baby kept crying, and I just kept saying, "Ma'am, you're making me lactate. You need to leave."
Definitely a good line. Dude, so what else has been going on in Mobile? You guys had Dr. Lepoli was in town last week. I remember her. That was one of the first shows
really
that I
good.
ever did. Yeah,
Yeah, she was hilarious.
it was with Ann. Everybody had fun. The other guy that was on the show, Vince?
Dustin Vance.
Dustin Vance.
Yeah, so he was in town from Little Rock. He was funny, man. He said some stuff that he wrote in the bathroom at Alabama Music Box. It was good.
Nice.
Hell
It was
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that's one good thing about getting on the road. You can kind of riff on the venues and
Yeah,
the town and stuff like that.
and that'll fill
People
some
like
time.
that. They like local reference. They like
Absolutely.
local references. Yeah.
And that's one of the things when I was on tour is however early I get there, just kind of keep thinking about
Mhm.
what the stage looks like, what the bathroom looks like. If something funny happened in the bathroom,
Yeah.
that's always a go-to. and just kind of anything to
Yeah.
make people know, like, hey, I'm here in your town. Hello. And then
Right.
keep going with it.
Yeah, it's always good to walk around the town. Get there early, walk around the town, see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Figure out what the dive bar is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so 2 years ago at the Mobile Comedy Festival, Joe Carlisle, the guy that ended up winning it. Did he grow up in Mobile, Zeke?
Yeah.
Did he grow up? I wasn't sure if he grew up. I knew
I
he lived
remember him being
for
a
long time.
Mobile comedian before he went to
Hattiesburg.
LA, and then he went to Knoxville, Huntsville.
Well,
whatever.
he moved back to Mobile from Australia, actually. So I wasn't sure. So now I was in Hattiesburg. I'm not sure if he grew up there or.
Well,
I think he did, though. I think he did grow up there.
Either
He was definitely
way,
there for a while.
the set that got him to the finals, which, I mean, he's a great comic. He did great the whole weekend. But the one that was killer was at, what's the name of the, used to be Boogie Nights or
Boo
something?
Radley's?
Yeah, Boo Radley's. And just talk, he did almost his whole set on Boo Radley's and growing up in Mobile, and it crushed.
Yeah. He told me beforehand his whole plan was to mess with everybody that was there. And he knew that, remember Paul O'Brien brought a bunch of teacher stuff. So he just wrote a bunch of teacher material.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm just going to play to the crowd that I know that's there, which is a good move.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah, good move.
It worked out for him. He took home a ton of cash.
Yeah.
Cash.
Ton of cash. Cash. Yeah. Hell yeah. So what are the what's Mobile looking like from a pandemic standpoint, to totally change subjects? Is it getting any better or getting any worse? I heard it got crazy at the
pandemic or
hospital. Mobile. I heard Providence was having issues. Providence Hospital. Like things might be getting bad. Has that been the case downtown, or has it been pretty chill?
I mean, what kind of issues? Wait, what?
Just being really crowded. Providence was really crowded. Hospitals were really crowded, and that the numbers were
Are
going
you
up.
asking if downtown is really crowded? No, it's not. Not at all.
No. Is there? Are the masks a thing in Mobile anymore? Because they never really were.
I mean, I wear my mask, but I mean, people come into the bars and they start drinking, they don't put their mask back on. So
All right.
Because I was in Florida yesterday, and nobody had a mask.
it's better than some places in Florida for sure. But it's also not
nobody.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Hope it comes back quick. Hopefully with now that we're getting past Mardi Gras, which New Orleans, did you guys see the pictures of New Orleans for Mardi Gras being shut down?
No, they couldn't sell alcohol until after Fat Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, they shut down Bourbon Street entirely, like blocked it off, had cop cars on both ends. It was it looked pretty gnarly. And
You would think that would help Mobile. Have people come out because Mobile's like, hey, come on, guys, whatever, it's fine.
come on over. Come check it out. Well, what else has been going on? I know you've got another project, the Shropshire Collective. We hadn't talked about music at all. What's going on with the Shropshire Collective?
In like a general sense,
Yeah.
we'll have another music video out after Bill Goodman can work on it. So next couple of weeks or so.
That's nice. You got it filmed already? You're just waiting on Bill to edit?
No, we haven't filmed yet.
Oh, okay.
But the last one we did, we got out in like 4 days. So
Well, you
shout out to Opus Mercury,
guys
Kevin
have
Copeland.
stuff
Nice.
on YouTube. What's do you guys have a Shropshire channel on YouTube?
On YouTube,
YouTube?
we do on YouTube. I think it's just you just search Shropshire Collective and you'll find it. We've gotten most of our views on Facebook, so definitely go to the YouTube. You can find it on Facebook, Shropshire Collective, Instagram, Shropshire Collective, and YouTube, Shropshire Collective.
How did that come about? That's just you and messing around?
No, so it's the band that I had that we started when we were 13 called Shropshire.
Mhm.
Me, Carson Taylor, Philip Knott, and Julian Truxilla, Frankenstein. And we played together a lot. We moved around, came back. I started doing hip hop stuff, and I wanted to do it underneath. Like, let's put everything underneath one thing. So we're gonna be putting out short films and just like little sketches, comedy sets, all that kind of stuff underneath
Nice.
all Shropshire Collective. So
Right.
trying
That's
to show as much in Mobile as we can, getting everybody involved that we can.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Where do you get the name from?
So there's a place called England.
There isn't. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
No, so my family on my grandmother's side is Shropshire,
Uh-huh.
and we just had fought about a name when we were 13 and like 14. We were like Radio Free Europe. I
Right.
think we were Buffalo Kiss. I don't know what that is, right? When you stick
That's
your
terrible.
butt.
What?
That's a terrible name.
A buffalo
yeah,
kiss?
so
What is a
we-
buffalo kiss?
Do what?
What is a buffalo kiss? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just put your bare ass on somebody's face. Because buffalo have big lips like ass cheeks.
Okay.
It's Buffalo Kiss. And ADHD, like ACDC, that was another name that we were going to do.
Yeah.
But I think Rainn Wilson did that in The Rocker.
I don't remember that.
Compton, play Sugarloaf. Don't do this one.
Yeah, you like
Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf more than Tombstone? I just wanted to see Ryan carrying the Tombstone. All right, you want me to do the other one? I will.
Do Sugarloaf.
All right, give me a second. I'll find it.
Yeah, so no, I've basically forced Ryan Adams into rapping, and Bill Goodman. It's like doing whatever you can. I'm sure I've tried it on you, Governor. I know I've tried it on Compton. Just trying to get people
What's
to
that? Trying to get people to rap?
No, well, not necessarily rap. Just make noises on a rhythm
I have
and make beats. I've made you do it before. Compton's done it.
and I have horrible rhythm outside of bed. So I don't.
He pulled a sweet like.
Yeah, and then I quit. Because I get bored. I get distracted. I'm not good at it. That's why I don't enjoy it. Which I should practice more. I know, but
If you don't enjoy
who's gonna
things that
do
you're not
that?
good at, how are you gonna try new things, man?
Exactly. It's one of my personal shortcomings.
Reading Rainbow.
That's another thing that I'm not good at, and I just quit trying to practice. Like
What's that,
audiobooks.
reading?
Just bring me the audiobooks.
You'd be better.
Sugarloaf.
Can you see the video?
Daddy Sugarloaf, sitting under this tree.
There you
I
go.
seen a little mosquito. She sat up on my knee. I said, little mama, would you like to suckle on me? She said, Daddy, I'm a vegan, but I sure like some meat. She wants my Sugarloaf. Ooh.
There's so much going on. Like, there's a McDonald's quarter pounder. There's a mannequin. I don't see any sugar or any loaves.
There's some loaves in there, man.
Well, I wasn't going to call you a loaf. So, tell us some of these folks that we're seeing. We got Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis is eating the quarter pounder. Me and Carson made the beat.
What does that say for McDonald's that a quarter pounder is that recognizable?
A lot for marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, branding. That's
Good.
branding right there.
Good
Yeah.
on them. Good on them. All right.
That's all they are now.
I'll
You
just
can pick out any McDonald's burger from anywhere.
yeah, that's
Fillet of fish, you know exactly how to fucking fillet of fish.
She wants my Sugarloaf. I know it, baby. I know it by the look in your eyes. She wants my Sugarloaf.
Mosquito buzzing round in your bedroom. Sugarloaf about to get blown. Fresh out the oven, I'm a serving up a hot and fresh Sugarloaf.
Get it out the mud. ATM cash in my blood.
Sugarloaf wanna run the bus. Little mama knows that I am a stud.
My rats, rug rats, you got lip shits. I got big crits, you got missed
Cheese the yummy up like it is a bun. Don't be a dummy, cause you know you're about to get
Inside her like a shelter. When I rap, I feel these bars call me Helen Keller.
Do you hear what I'm talking about? You know this sugar lips gonna make you shout.
Go ahead, say cheers, my bar's tender. Mark that perp, oh, return to sender.
Daddy Sugarloaf.
Is it as choppy for everybody as it is for me?
Oh, is it coming through? No, it should be.
Yeah, that's good. I got a good feed on it.
That's enough of it. That's that.
I was just.
So who wrote that?
I got sucked in. Yeah, just tell us the story
anybody
behind
write it?
this.
Was that thing pre-written?
That's what I'm talking about getting people to just say stuff, and then we make a song out. We made that song in like a night. We just made the
Nice.
beat, and then got everybody to say stuff, and then we told them to say this stuff, and they told me to say this stuff, and then we all.
Right.
Is that where it
Nice.
started? Was with Sugarloaf? Which word did it start with?
It started with Sugarloaf. It did start with Sugarloaf.
Okay.
It just sounds hilarious.
So whose word was that? Was that your? That's not your word, right?
No, I think that was Curtis's word.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
I think that was
I mean,
that might have been a Curtis Carson combo.
Yeah.
And
your
then-
word would have been gingerbread. I'm pretty sure.
Gingerbread, right?
Get
Gingerbread.
it? Ah.
So then, how did the rest of that come about? How did you guys get
Yeah.
to the mannequin? Where did the mannequin come from? What's the story behind the mannequin?
Kevin Copeland, so Ryan Jetton was supposed to animate a video for us, and he just got busy. So we're like, we need to do it by this time. And my friend Kevin Cope, I hit him up he was like, hey, I'm gonna be in Mobile pretty soon. Hit me up if you want me to shoot anything. He's just recently started shooting video, and I was like, dude, we need this done. And we shot it in like 4 hours, and he just had that mannequin in the back of his car. He let me have the mannequin.
As you do. As people do, you know.
What?
What? Look at this behind the scenes footage.
Oh my
Can you see
god.
the mannequin?
That's
Yeah, so it's over
that's
there.
your
Here we go.
Bitcoin dungeon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gave me the mannequin too. He didn't want to clean it up and put it in his car.
He didn't want to clean it up. What'd you guys do to it?
We smashed cupcakes on it.
Is that what's in its
we,
ear?
We put it in the mud.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
So you guys just
The
abused them.
mannequin
You guys just
had not a good
abused the
time shooting this
mannequin
video.
to come up with the lyrics. Is that where the line of the mud and all that stuff comes from? It's probably we've kept you a very long time.
That,
Do you
that
need to
actually
go?
was the mud line came from Curtis didn't want it to be a rap song. He was talking about how it everybody's always talking about getting stuff out the mud in rap songs. So Bill said, first thing he said when he was like, don't do that, Bill said, Sugarloaf, get it out the mud.
Just for Curtis.
Just for Curtis. Just for Curtis.
Well, I saw you taking side requests, and I know we've kept you for a very long time, which we greatly appreciate. Do we need to let you go? Is there anything that you need to talk about before you go? What?
I don't need to talk anything, dude. I'll talk forever.
Why not? But what's fun that's been going around that we haven't brought up? Like, can I find? You want me to find some more stuff on YouTube? Because I will. We can play all the Shropshire videos if you've got time.
So I asked Raquel for a cigarette, and she said no.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what happened.
that is what happens.
Yeah, dude. Fuck it. Play another.
Okay, give me a second.
Happy Mardi Gras.
What do you? Yeah, happy Mardi Gras. Let's see. Which one of these do I like the? Let's go with Carnivali's song. Carnival.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't even really try on that one. Fuck yeah. That was.
Oh well.
Oh wait,
yeah,
you were
let's-
trying that last one?
Let's definitely go.
Who's filming this?
Me. So we just wanted to put something out. We weren't actually gonna release this song, but we didn't have something that month, so we just put this out with me and the iPad. Oh, and Carson's filming me.
Oh,
So you guys are high as fuck right now, right?
I'll let it play. If you want to actually hear it and enjoy it, you can help yourself and go check out Shropshire Collective on YouTube. We're just gonna let it play in the background.
Yeah. Nice.
So was this at your house or was this out of the bay? What's going on here?
It's on Carson's porch.
Oh, it's at Carson's house.
Yeah.
Did the neighbors get pissed? I met them briefly. They didn't seem
No.
nice.
Nobody seems to get pissed about any of the stuff we're doing, so it's good news. This podcast should just be called "Watch Zeke Get a Little Bit Drunker."
Is that what we're doing? Well, that is one way to burn the set list. So you guys are just passing it around there. Yeah, this.
See, the song's better. The song's better than the video. The video was just for something to look at.
Yeah, for sure. Which is totally fine. Let's find.
It is totally fine.
Let's find this other one. I feel like we should sample them all now that we're at it. Where did it go? There it is.
We don't have to do that. We can just talk about Government's philosophies.
Well, we can do that.
Nice.
I just want to see this one bit
Good job.
of art.
Good job.
Oh,
What is this?
Constantly Noble.
Nice.
It's got different cover art than I was thinking. That's okay. We'll do another episode on the Shropshire Collective and get all you guys on at the same time. I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
We'll save Constantly Noble for the Shropshire Collective show. How about that?
Right. That'll strain our technical abilities to the maximum.
No, not really. It'll just depend on how many of them can fit behind Zeke. And
Oh, okay. You have them all in the same window?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think everybody's face is about a hand worth.
Yeah. He can just move all that Bitcoin out the way and fit a few people back there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think Governor just froze up. Anyway,
Yeah, I've been frozen for a while. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I just now
I
noticed.
keep looking back at Governor's screen, and it's always that. I didn't realize it was frozen. I just thought that's
It
just
took
what
me for a while to realize it too. I don't know. I guess I could just stop it and start it again.
Nah, you don't have to do
I don't know
that.
what's.
Well,
No, I mean
what's good.
that's the same face.
Oh, wait a minute. I disappeared altogether.
oh no.
No, I mean there you are, the Governor.
Oh, there you go. No, I'm still frozen. Oh, well.
It's the same one.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
But conveniently, you guys just switched places. Like, good on you. You came back just in time.
So now we just get to see the one expression that Governor ever makes just on top of everybody.
Yeah, I don't know why it took like 30 minutes for anybody to notice. That's classic.
Did it
I
take
could have
that
just
long?
disappeared and put the plant there, and then nobody would even know.
No, I don't
Because,
know.
like, you just-
You're making every face right there, Governor. Like I'm not. I didn't know. You're like laughing.
It's
Honestly, I'm
convincing
pretty sure I
enough.
was telling a story, and I looked down. I was like, "Is Governor laughing?" I was like, "Yeah, there he is." He's laughing.
Yeah,
But also, you look upset and sarcastic all at once.
yeah, that's pretty much my entire thing right there.
That's great. I did not notice. I apologize, Governor. I was looking at Shropshire videos.
He's looking at me.
Yeah, got all distracted. Poor
This
Governor.
is so great.
Poor
Literally,
Governor's just
anything I
frozen
say,
there.
you just look down at Governor. It's like, "Yep."
No, there you go. I'm back
there he
on. I'm back on. I figured it out.
He made it.
I figured it out. Look at that. It's classic.
Can you make the same face real quick?
No, it's
Well-
a one-off. It's a unique.
You just made it
expression.
twice. You were just moving while you did it.
That's great.
I'm
So-
so happy.
Do we want to do the philosophy deep dive and basically start a whole nother show, or do we need to let you go, Zeke? I'm more worried about making Raquel mad than I am.
Raquel gave me a cigarette.
Oh,
No,
okay.
she's taking a break from Zeke. She's having a life.
There you go. That's
She's glad that guy's out of his hair,
Out of his hair?
out of her hair, maybe.
Out of my own hair.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's tangled. I'm tangled.
we
All right,
can't.
I got 20 minutes for philosophy deep dive.
We can't tell. Well, you were talking
Listen.
about Governor's philosophies. Which one you want to hear about?
What do you want to know?
I want to know your philosophy on
What?
Cab Calloway.
Cab Calloway, the guy's the goat right there. Yeah, the guy's a goat. Pull up a Cab Calloway video. Let's do that. That guy was great in the Blues Brothers. You see him in the Blues Brothers?
I did see him in the Blues Brothers, and it was great.
Yeah.
It might have been
Yeah,
better
he's
than the original recording of.
Right. Yeah.
Any of
Yeah.
those,
Yeah.
yeah.
They did good. Yeah. Yeah. Cab. He's one of the classics right there.
One of the classics.
There he is. Got that white shirt on, white suit. Look at the way the guy moves. It's classic.
All right, so what's the philosophy?
I think this is how you should do your stand-up now. You should do these little moves right here, spin around a few times.
I will. I've done comedy to bass riffs a couple times, and it was great.
Yeah.
I should just like do one-liners and then spin and then just go.
Yeah, you could have the rest of the Shropshire Collective behind you like that.
Somebody just needs some white tails, and Shropshire Collective could come to this level.
For real?
Yeah.
Big as a whale.
I bet if somebody asked him to sing the Star-Spangled Banner, he'd say no.
He'd riff it. He'd put a few yabba dabba doos in there.
America, the fucking flag.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the philosophy? What's the philosophy behind it?
No, that's it, man. It speaks for itself. That's your life philosophy right there. You gotta
is the best.
You gotta do the jazz hands, and you gotta riff it.
You gotta riff it.
And you need some white tails. Other than that,
everybody needs some white tails. That should be your. That should have been the class you went to, appreciating white tails.
Taught by Cab Calloway.
Yeah. You could
Dude,
have
he
lectured
should.
that class.
Is he still alive? Is Cab Calloway still
Nah,
alive?
he's dead, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
He'd
pretty
be
sure.
old as fuck if he was still alive.
Well, he was pretty old in that one, but
He should have started a cab service.
a Callaway cab service.
Cab Calloway. Cab Calloway Carryaway.
Yeah, he died in 1994.
yeah.
I just
Jeez.
looked it up.
That's when I was
He-
born, dude. That's
Damn, you're
wild.
faster than I am, Governor.
He was 87.
87.
Yeah, so he would have been like 120.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it'd be a bit
probably
rough, yeah.
around the first time I saw Blues Brothers. When did Blues Brothers even come out?
No, that was a while back. Did you ever see Blues Brothers 2? They did a sequel to it,
I watched part of it.
No, I couldn't
Yeah, it
bring
wasn't
myself to
as
do
good.
it.
but it was still good.
Yeah, I mean it was.
I mean, it still had a whole bunch of the music. you know,
Yeah,
so,
a bunch of cool music acts.
yeah.
Let's see if a bunch of white dudes can even get close.
Yeah, Blues Brothers came out in 1980. That's 40 years ago.
Oh, dude, I've seen this video. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it is not Cab Calloway.
No, it's not. It's got the energy though, and that's what matters.
It's got the attitude.
Well, some attitudes. It's not necessarily the attitude.
Yeah.
He's got
It's like
some of the right drugs. He's got some
Gutter
of the
punk and
right
Mrs.
drugs.
Strain attitude.
Yeah.
Just, I think they need a little more cognac, and they could get there.
Bit of Hennessy.
Little less. I don't know. Where do we think that is? New Orleans?
I'm thinking New Orleans, right?
Gotta be.
That could be anywhere,
Nope.
dude. That could be anywhere gutter punks go.
Union Square, New York City.
Yeah.
Dang.
Good on them.
Right.
Good on them, but not so much. What else? What else you want me to pull up on YouTube, boys?
I don't know. Is this a bad podcast at this point?
No, dude, this has
I
been
think we've
great. What
overstayed
are you
our
talking
welcome
about?
A little bit.
We
For anybody who's watching.
Was
probably
anybody
tuned out.
ever watching comedy?
I think there were a
maybe.
few people that dipped through. And I don't know. Aside from, it's been a better podcast than our technical difficulties. Like it's been great. We got to cover all kinds of stuff. We got to talk about some of your comedy process. We went off on a tangent that got us to Cab Calloway, and
Nice.
Yeah, it's been good. There was only one technical difficulty that interrupted the live stream. We had a problem with the audio on YouTube. Other than that,
Yeah.
I think this has been
It
successful.
went pretty well.
think
I
it's-
was frozen for like 30 minutes and nobody noticed.
No, that's how good it was.
Can you make that face just one more time?
That's how good it was.
That wasn't it at all. You look like a cross-eyed dog. What was that? What was that?
Yeah. I don't know what that was. I was riffing again.
I guess the real question
Cab
is
Calloway.
That was my cab face.
the real
I
question
got
is would you do it
I got
again?
carried away, or should I say Callowayed?
Yeah, you already gave away the punchline. You fucked
Yeah.
up and said
got-
Callow
oh, yeah.
first.
Callowed away.
hmm
Would you do
Nice.
it again, Zeke? That's the
good
measure. Would you come back for round 2?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you had some cigarettes?
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Dude, we
Yeah.
talked
Maybe I'll quit smoking cigarettes by that point.
Maybe you should go to the bathroom beforehand next time. Huh?
Yeah.
It's only supposed to last from 7 to 8, dude. No.
I asked
Yeah,
you
we've run
multiple
over
times.
time.
I asked you multiple times if you needed to go. So I was being very
Oh, he went all right. We saw him go.
We did.
You didn't see me go. You just heard it.
Dude, and we got to watch some Shropshire, and I think we covered a lot of bases. Did we miss anything? We talked about Mobile Comedy Festival. We talked about the Alabama Music Box. You're there. Are you only at the Music Box on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or are you there other nights of the week? I'm just trying to think
If
what else
there's
we can plug
busy
for you.
shows, then I'll be there other times.
There's
Otherwise,
what?
If there's busy shows, I'll be there other times, but usually I'm just there Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Gotcha.
Nice.
You don't work at all at the
Alright.
Merry Widow, do you?
Do what?
You don't work at all at the Merry Widow, do you? Just the Music Box?
No, it's just the same owners.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Well, dude, this has been a blast. Thank you for sticking around way longer than we thought you could, because this has been tons of fun. And yeah, if you got to go, we'll let you go. Otherwise, we'll I don't know, I could sit here and do this all night long. You know me. I have no problem talking. I've had a good time. I appreciate you coming on.
Governor looks sleepy.
No, he's
Yeah,
just frozen
way
again.
past my bedtime.
He's just frozen again. Don't worry about it. Oh, Zoom. Good for Zoom.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so, man. If there's nothing anybody else needs to plug, then
Alrighty.
we will call on
We
an
just
end.
gotta
And
do
we'll,
the theme song one more time.
we'll just
Yeah,
yeah,
hit
do the theme song, Zeke. Theme
No,
us
y'all
out.
remember how it goes.
What was it? What? How did it go? You got to remind
How'd
me.
it go?
That's the first.
That was the-
Y'all remember the rest of it.
you got to add a little more Callaway to that. A little more.
Yeah, cap it up a bit.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but
No. It's like a boat trying to get started.
That's gonna be our new intro music.
Oh, that's it right there. Burning the settlers. Burning the settlers.
All right.
All
Well,
right, so y'all know how it goes now. Ready?
yeah,
One,
we got it.
2, 3. Compton didn't fucking do it.
no, I
That's the last
didn't.
one.
I didn't. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it this time, and we'll end
One,
in the live stream.
2, 3.
Burning the
settlers.
settlers.
Nice.